So, welcome back, I guess, and it's time for another game because it's time for the second game of tonight and the next Let's Play. It's time for 5-star racing for Midas Mayhem. So, yeah. So Midas has left the chat, actually, because this was not published by Midas. This was published by a little company called Phoenix Games, which actually has a Wikipedia article about them. Midas doesn't, but Phoenix Games does. And if what I read was correct, I think one of the original founders of Midas, or like somebody involved with Midas, founded Phoenix Games. I think that's how that works. But they publish more slop, and some of that slop is this 5-star racing, our next Kung Fu developed game. They skipped All-Star Racing 3 and 4 and just went to 5, I guess. I don't know. We do have a release date on this one, and that was November 15th, 2003, if Wikipedia is correct and the rest of the internet. Which means this came out 9 months after All-Star Racing 2. 9 months. So, and we're still on the PlayStation. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at here. So, let's see if them having the rising from the ashes is better than the Midas touch. There's only one way to find out, and that is to load up the game. So, here we go. Also, this did not get a North American release, unlike the other Star Racing games. So this, yeah. Once again, best part of the game right here. Phoenix. Oh, God. Somehow that's more terrifying than Midas. Kung Fu. And we're loading into 5-star racing. This is our title screen. But wait. We have different music. We have new music. Finally, we have something that was... After 5 games of the same exact music, we have new music. Actually, 6 games. Let's go. Anyways, here it is. Here's our main menu. We got a new menu as well. We have a new menu. Holy shit. It's actually a new game. Will it be maybe a different experience from the last 5 games I've played? Let's find out. So, we have gone back to just straight up cars and car categories like All-Star Racing 1. We have the Custom Car Derby. Interesting. Speed Duel, Supercar Chase, Muscle Machines, and Rally Rider. And that's it. So, oh, he did. Oh, okay, Roberta. I see. I see. I must have missed that part. So I guess let's just get started at the top and work our way down with Custom Car Derby. Let's go. Look at that. Totally not a BMW. All right. New music. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, this kind of slaps, I'm not going to lie. All right, so we have 2 tracks to pick from. Only 2. Not 3, not 5. 2. So we have Salo Stadium, which apparently is the easy track, and Snouten Raceway, which is a hard track. Sure. Well, I guess we'll start with Salo Stadium since it's the easy track. We have new sound effects for the menu. Here are our cars. We don't have any car names, but we have basically the same exact generic BMW model. So we have this one, we have a street version basically, and then we have a different racing livery. Back off to my dinner, important. Asuka's not retired, she's moving to a lighter schedule. Whew, okay, cool. Huge. Alright, so I guess we'll just start with this, and if there are only 2 tracks, that means one of these cars I'm not going to end up driving. Oh well. So, there we go. Skips through the options. However, here's where things start looking a little similar. The options are exactly the same in the exact same font. Fucking video been up for 1 minute. I don't think I've ever clicked one that fast. That's crazy. One change is we can set the number of laps in single lap instead of multiples of 3 again. So that's cool. Sound effects volume is 100% by default this time, versus 50 for the recent games. So there's that. So the options are exactly the same. So let's race. Let's see what 5-star racing has to offer. I'm going to guess... I don't know what I'm going to guess, actually. Salo's... Ooh, we actually have a title card. Ooh, we have some panning shots. We have a different countdown. And the rest of it's pretty much the same. We have new music, though. We have new music. Finally, a new soundtrack. Other than that, it's going to be more of the same. I think. Also, brand new track. No track map. So we've regressed there. Apparently the Phoenix Rising means removal of track map. We really are going back to All-Star Racing 1. Honestly, the biggest HUD change, other than the track map, another kind of subtle, but there's a HUD change there, is the position. The race position. It's just a number in the center of the screen. That's actually aligned with the top row of the rest of the HUD. It's just a number, not first, not third, just 3. What's up, Steve? And yeah. Oh, we also don't have the H pattern on the attack anymore. At least for these cars. So we don't have this 5-speed H pattern. In fact, I think this might be a single gear car. Judging by the revs. I am. So anyways, yeah. Still no indication whether it miles or kilometers. It does look like our top speed is not 193 units per fast, at least with these cars. So that's different, I guess. It's not new, but it's different from what I've been doing. Hi, Gliber. The music is fucking loud, by the way. The music is way louder in this than the previous games. Yeah, no track map, as has been established. To be fair, Tank, in All-Star Racing 2, only the GP car had the MPH, thing. The other 3 classes did not. So it was only a GP car thing. The physics are basically the same. The track design, I think, has gotten worse. I actually kind of applauded Kung Fu and All-Star Racing 2 for making like the street courses and like the racetracks based off of real tracks kind of look like real racetracks. We're back to how All-Star Racing 1 was, with just kind of generic roads, tunnel every now and then. The walls are like perfectly aligned with the track, like a car width off. We do have some gravel traps, but that's about it. So honestly, this is more like All-Star Racing 1 than anything. God, the music is loud. Luckily, it's not copyrighted. Trust me, I checked. And it looks like the top speed of this car is 123. 123 what? You betcha. Also, it looks like the actual smoke effect, tire smoke effect, is a different JPEG. That's something, I guess. You know? Incredible that we have new music. I can't believe I'm actually, like, popping at the fact that this game has different music than the past 5 games that I've played. We're really in the trenches, aren't we? Oh, thank you for the resub, Bliber. Only 6 months. Woo! Appreciate it. Oh, I haven't even cycled through the cameras. I'm sure it's the same exact cameras. So, we have the wherever you are. Here's the, oh god. Here's the close chase cam. And when the default is the far chase cam. I actually kind of prefer the far chase cam in this instance. I'm not gonna lie. This one's kind of... This would be fine if the HUD wasn't so goddamn huge. But because it is, it kind of... There's not much to... real estate to see. Alright, well... It took some effort to actually get into the lead, but once I got into the lead, we were pulling away. Yeah, this track is also very flat. Yeah, we lost elevation in the divorce. Incredible. Oh, there's a light elevation there. Light. So. Overall, this does feel kind of like a step backwards, I think. From what they were cooking up with All-Star Racing 2. Finland, Florida. There is something about the visual, like the vibe of the visuals as well. Of like the environment. Can't really put my hand on what's different about it, but there's something different about it, and it's... I don't know. You know, the more I drive this, the more this track feels familiar, but I can't put my finger on if it actually is or if it's just placebo. It's probably just placebo. Oh. Hey, more music. Alright, so far we haven't had a bugged music track that just either doesn't play or is extremely quiet. That's an improvement. Can you kind of tell I'm kind of looking forward to the end of this I have kunged my foo a little too many times, a few too many times, and I wanna leave. I wanna leave the dojo. So default template. Yeah. This kind of feels like the All-Star Racing 1 tracks where, and even like the more original tracks in Milli Miglia, where they didn't really know track design too well, so they just kind of made a sweeping corner to the left, and then a sweeping corner to the right, and then a sweeping corner to the left, and then a sweeping corner to the right, and then blah, blah, blah. 4 laps to go. It's okay, at least we kept the Tahoma font. As if that was a good thing. Hey Saturn. Ready for a 5-star racing experience, because we're not getting that, but that's what this game is called. I don't know, the overall visuals here look, I guess, muddier. Not like less clear, but just kind of, just like dirtier. Than the previous Kung Fu games. It's hard for me to describe. I'm sure make someone who can make sense of what I'm trying to say in a more articulate way. Devoid of color. Not necessarily devoid of color, but like just kind of the tone of everything. Like the color tone. Just feels less clean. Desaturated. Possibly. I don't exactly know what saturation, color saturation, like, does, but possibly. Whoa. Sorry, I fell off the track. We did lose our blue tack needle, which I'm kind of sad about. I missed the blue tack needle. Sure, we'll go with that. I do kind of like those impressions of rubber laid down on the grid hatches, but they're also kind of just in other random places on the track, so, yeah, you know. We'll give them half a point on that one. Yeah, no map. Midas kept the track map in the divorce. Apparently Phoenix rising from the well, not ashes, because Midas was still alive, and I think Midas lasted longer than Phoenix game, so you know. Anyways, I win. Oh yeah, by the way, no name input screen in this game, so we're just player 1. Would I ever play Ridge Racer DS again? It was my first ever cartridge. I love to watch you speed run the time attack. I'm most likely never going to play Ridge Racer DS again. If I do, I'll just play Ridge Racer 64, but like that's kind of one of those games where I'm one and done with it. If you want to watch me play it again, you can like rewatch the original playthrough, I guess. That's, yeah. So anyways, that was Salo Stadium. That was the easy track. So what about the hard track, Snouten Raceway? Let's find out. I'm probably just going to use the production model looking version of this. Shooter. Yeah. Alright, let's go to Snouten Raceway. Let's go. Gave him a 1 out of 10. Wasted the player's time. Stock Car Racer was... I don't know if I give it a 1 out of 10. I mean, it was... Again, it was just the stock car portion of All-Star Racing 1, but as its own game. And easier. Damn it, this generic drum beat got me thumping. Woo! We got chicanes. It's a functional gun, yeah. It's like a 3 out of 10 for me, I think. I'm really bad at like assigning a number or a ranking to my opinions, but can't wait for this shit to get claimed for some reason. Dude, someone's gonna show up, see this, make a fucking throw this shit into like ChatGPT to make an AI remix and copyright claim it. Watch. Just you watch. It won't break your console. It won't break your console like that one Wii baseball game. Games left. 99 games remain. Oh, okay. I probably actually should probably try in that hairpin. Yeah, this one looks more. The colors in this track look more vibrant. I think I think part of it's down to the skybox. It feels like a brighter sky in this one versus the previous track. Because like the overall environment is the same. It also feels a little more open, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. Probably Roberta, I don't know. I mean, it is Mighty number 9. PS5 game movie. Oh, okay, you want everything to buy microtransaction? Gotcha. Wow, I'm struggling with that sentence. Speaking of struggling, we're actually, speaking of All-Star Racing 1, we're back to the CPU cars having a higher top speed than the player. Good. Good. We gotta beat them in the corners. Without actually, you know, touching them in the corners and losing all my speed. Whoop! Got him. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a bop. Why does generic mixed song have to like kind of go? A 3DS version any day now. Any day. Yeah, this like whoever they hired to make some tunes for this game did a good job, from what I can hear. And we haven't had any squeaky songs yet. The only guy from the studio who moved up in the world, it seems. Also, now that I'm in the lead, bye-bye everyone else. I have a feeling the difficulty in this game is going to lie in actually getting around the other cars. Yeah, there's very subtle elevation, not much. Like a small dip here and there, small rise here and there. No track map. I don't know why switching to the near chase cam would make it look make the elevation look different, but, you know. Same elevation as Silverstone. Same elevation as the Yas Marina. Like, a couple corners have a little rise and a dip, that's all you need. Excuse me. For current plans, Gliber, I think we're just gonna keep it in the month of May. Based in the Netherlands. Oh yeah, that's right. Phoenix was founded in the Netherlands. I think Midas also might have been founded in the Netherlands, and then they opened up a UK branch. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to regurgitate random shit I've read on the internet, trying to find anything about Midas Interactive Entertainment, since they don't have a fucking Wikipedia page. Team 6. Just playing Team 6 games. Like I can only take so much garbage at a time. I can only handle about a month of garbage. I gotta cleanse myself after finishing these kung fu games. More like kung fu. Yeah. By the way, in case anyone's wondering, there is absolutely no performance difference between the non-race production-looking model of this car and the race version. It's just a reskin with no rear wing. People got paid for these games. I mean, get the bag, you know. It was founded in the Netherlands, apparently. Davalix December. Ugh. You're giving me horrible ideas, Glaber. Don't make me act on it. Codemasters Canuary. Alright, from now on, every month is going to be themed. So, let's see. June is going to be, let's see. Jet Moto June. There you go. No. I love the Jet Moto series, but I'm terrible at those games, and I don't think I could actually beat them. Legitimately. Yeah, I could kill you all, just saying. Jimmy Johnson's anything with an engine June. I'm not doing that, by the way. This is 100% satire. As has been mentioned multiple times, yes, Phoenix was founded in the Netherlands. It's been mentioned multiple times now. And I win! Oh, yeah, I set my best lap on the last lap. 32.72. You beat Jock, Chris, Ray, Lloyd. Yeah, same names. I wonder if these are like no. I wonder if these are names of like developers, like members of the dev team. So that was Alright, I guess that's it for Custom Car Derby. That's it. 2 tracks. We only got to drive 2 out of the 3 BMWs. So, we completed Custom Car Derby. So I guess next, just move straight on into Speed Duel. Let's go, Speed Duel. Alright, we have 2 more tracks here. We have Grand Mountain and Elsham Speedway. So we'll start with Grand Mountain, the easy track. So what cars we have here for the speed duel? We have cars that look like they're ripped straight from Porsche Unleashed. Okay, so we have this nondescript, not Porsche. We have the coupe version. Remember, developer and publisher are not the same thing. I don't think Kung Fu Games is Dutch. And we have... What the f... This looks like... Okay, I think it's a Boxster. But it also gives me 550 Spider vibes. Interesting. Oh, this one has a little windshield stripe. Like it's a race car and a little custom front bumper. So we do have 3 different car models here, but they're all Porsches. Sure, I'll drive this one. Alright, well, let's go to Grand Mountain. Let's go. 356 Carrera and Boxster. Now, this looks more modern than a 356. It's like a 911 Cabriolet. Anyways, Grand Mountain. Here we go. Ooh, good start. Whoa. Okay. It was a good start. Until it wasn't. Oh, we have a higher top speed. These speed demons, or whatever it's called, reaching the dizzy heights of 144. Well, these definitely don't sound like Porsches. That was a really tight turn. Okay. Some interesting polygons on these mountain sides. The cliff sides. I don't think the dirt even slowed me down there. Interestingly enough. Go! Come on! Go, go, go! Alright, so kind of learning the track. They're booping me. Well, at least I'm having to try. That's one thing this game does have over the entire All-Star Racing 2 suite is I'm having to try here to win instead of it being painfully easy. So that's an upgrade. Yeah, getting heights of 144. 144 what? That's 144. Also, the attack is the exact same. I think, yeah. Hey, remember how I said every car in Kung Fu's games are 5 speeds? I've been proven wrong. So far, the 3 cars I've driven in this game have been 1 speed. Oh, wait, no, never mind, hang on. I think oh. Okay, I might be wrong. Maybe they still are 5 speeds and I just don't have there's just no H pattern to tell me. I'm trying to, like, pay attention to the tack, but also drive at the same time. It's kind of hard to do. Short gearing. I mean, maybe. Oh, I sent it in there. Sent it in there a little too hard. Try to beat my convertible brethren. Yeah, that's where I gain the most time, I think, is through that chicane section. Or just stupid. Whoops. I think that's what Chad's talking about. I've kind of missed the whole thing. I know what we're talking about. I think country flags in certain colors. Pay attention, geography. Geography. I apparently didn't pay enough attention to realize what class it was. I have taken the lead. Oh, they're still right there, though. We're halfway through the race. Alright, so yeah, so far, I'm kind of just going through this. So far, overall game, downgrade from All-Star Racing 2, and its copy-paste variants. However, I'm more engaged because I have to try to win these races. It seems to be a trade-off here. Either the game itself is like okay, but it's awfully boring, which makes it not fun. Like incredibly easy, which makes it not fun. Or it's not good, it's pretty rough, but it's more difficult, which makes it more fun. Fucker, kid fart. It's an interesting trade-off. It's like you could have a higher quality game, but it's going to be easier, and therefore less fun to play. Woohoo! Almost got swiped there. You don't look like any like red demonic crustacean crab demon person. Whatever the fuck him was. Powerpuff Girls, by the way, for those who don't get the reference. Didn't his VA just pass? Did he? Sad if true. Damn. Alright, 3 laps to go. The lads are still on my tail. Wait. Damn you all having a higher top speed than me. Whoa. The game chugged a little bit when I looked behind there. For Tiger Electronics games or this. I don't know, I've never played a Tiger Electronics game. So, there's no comparison I can make there. Alright, final lap. I think it's just one more turn here. So let's nail this bitch. There we go. Nice, good run. Alright, and we're gonna get the win. Yeah, okay, that one took a lot of effort, actually. Whew. Any LGAN game? I've never played any LGAN games. Alright, the winner is me. So that was Grand Mountain. So, Elsham Raceway next, I guess. So I drive the coupe or the other roadster. I'm gonna drive the other roadster. Because I can. So let's go to Elsham Raceway. Yeah, we don't get a name, we don't get a mini-map, we don't get a shit. Do get Elsham Speedway. It's an interesting countdown sound. Alright. How hard is Elsham Raceway going to be? It's really short apparently. The default lap record is a 36.07. You know what I just realized? This game has more in common with All-Star Racing 1 than originally speculated. I have not seen any notifications about communicating with the memory card. This game does not save any data. Incredible. And this track feels familiar. I feel like I've already raced at this track. This is like a mirrored version of that first track with the from the BMWs almost. Feels that way. I don't know if it actually is. This is where I really wish I had a track map so I could figure out what the fuck I'm doing, or what they're doing here. Yeah, Midas didn't remove features. Now remember, developer and publisher are different. Midas did not develop these games. Kung Fu did. So if you're going to blame somebody for removing features, blame Kung Fu because they made the game. Midas and Phoenix just distribute them. Anyways, the CPUs still suck at chicanes. So, Hooray. Literally the only games that are credited by being made by Kung Fu Games are the ones that I've been playing Saturn this month. See, part of it feels like a Katomi, but also, like, not. Like, this feels kind of like an amalgamation of, like, a couple of other tracks that exist within the Kung Fu-verse. Because this bus stop, or this double chicane, feels very familiar. But, like, the rest of the stuff doesn't really connect to it. From, like, the Autumn Ring track. Just think about it. The timeline of Kung Fu Games, they've only made these racing games. Really, they had like, if you don't count Mille Miglia, they've basically repurposed the same game over and over again. They're only on the PlayStation 1, and the first one came out in 2000. After the PS2 had already been released. It's really strange when you think about it. Everything I know of Kung Fu Games is against my will. Their mission statement was to make budget PS1 racing titles. To be fair, it's probably easier because to less hardware, and therefore, like, the hardware limitations probably, like, help them out with not having to do too many crazy things to just shit out a game. That harmony sounds, or melody, sounds eerily similar to a Rage Racer track. The melody of a song from Rage Racer. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess it makes sense, you know, the install base of the PS1 was still probably a lot larger than the PS2. Plus, the PS2 had PS1 hardware, so anyone with a PS2 could play PS1 games. So you're getting two different markets simultaneously. Makes sense on paper. I don't know if it makes sense in execution, but it makes sense on paper. Yeah, bold strategy, Cotton. I don't know what the gaming scene was like in Europe. Since, you know, only, like, what, 2 of these games got published in North America, and those were All-Star Racing 1 and 2, so this was mainly shit out for a European audience. These 4 games, yeah. I mean, look Yeah, look back at the PS2. The last PS2 game came out, I'm pretty sure after the PS4 was released, like the last official PS2 game. (2013). Soccer, yeah. Freaking Pro Evolution Soccer and FIFA. And I think those came out after the PS4 had released. PS3 game? I don't know. Final lap. Alright, this track was a lot easier than the first one in terms of... Actually, you know what? This track in general, like the actual track itself and also the race, was easier than the easy track. So Kung Fu doesn't even know what... like, this is the easy track, this is the hard track, and yet the easy track was harder than the hard track. Sure. Yeah, that's a win. At least in 2022 when the PS5 was out. I do love how people are still like making like games and releasing them for like old consoles as like bootlegs. Like people are legit still like developing games for the Dreamcast and releasing them for the Dreamcast. It's kind of wild. So anyways, that was Speed Duel. That sure was Speed Duel. And that'll conclude part 1 of 5-Star Racing. I almost forgot the name of the game, but if you made it this far, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so already. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'd like to give a wonderful special thanks to these people listed here for supporting me on YouTube memberships. You can also support and get your name listed here, as well as early access to my videos by clicking the join button below. And I appreciate y'all. So with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the second half of 5-Star Racing.